Alright, so welcome to day number 7. What I'd like to do today is just do a little video of what I've done so far, and I apologize for the lower quality videos that we had so far. Believe me or not, but I had 3 pieces of fairly good recording equipment. Believe it or not, all 3 of them motherfucking pieces of shit failed on me. Okay, so all I had left was an old shitty phone, just low quality camera that they used to have a couple of years ago. So that's what I had to record, or nothing at all. So it was that or nothing. And like I said, I just wanted to show the process as much as possible of the entire restoration, so I personally had to record with what I had. But at least you can get a glimpse of what I've done. And so today I just like to do in this video, just walk around, more like a summary, I guess. Like I said, I apologize. Newbie to this YouTube channel. I haven't even figured out how to create a playlist and order the videos. Be patient. If you don't like the videos, just fuck off. Just watch something else. All right. I really don't care if you like or not. If you dislike the videos, I really don't give a shit. All right. And as you've seen here, there's no politically correct with me. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll show you around. I don't know if you can see, but we did have some rain here, so it sort of interrupted my work, right? But I guess I'll give you a recap. So for the arrival, what I did on the arrival day, I just did a complete video of just showing exactly how I got the car as it was, without editing, not touching. That was the arrival day. Then first day of work, I just cleaned everything up, removed, I took the scraper there. Here's the scraper. Took the scraper and just removed some of the loose paint and rust and shit there was there. And then I also cleaned all that shit that was inside with the shovel. The seat, the back, the rear seats were just completely eaten up. The front seats are still fairly good, but I just took everything out. That also meant unloosening old bolts that were stuck there for a long period of time, but as expected, they came out fairly easily. So yeah, after cleaning, it's good to clean that shit out so that you can do body work inside and out, welding and all that. And so that's not in the way. I actually took a hose to it, just wash off all that shit. Literally, there was a bunch of shit from raccoons or whatever animals were there, rats, God knows what else. So regarding that, there's people who say, "Oh, but water causes rust." Well, you dumb assholes, it couldn't get any more rusted than it was already. And those panels were going to go anyway, so at least I like to clean up so you have a better working environment and you're not breathing in all that shit, right? Your hands are that, so it's good to clean up. After that, we had to take out one of the springs, disconnect the shock absorbers, because one of the springs brackets, one of the brackets that hold the spring, was rusted. The other one was actually pretty good, intact, but one of them was rusted. And what happened was, when they towed the car, it ripped the bracket and, of course, moved the entire spring remember that all of the rear frame was gone, so there was only 2 points where the springs were held onto. I mean, one on each side, really. They're supposed to be, two. One in the front, one in the back, right, for each side. And so obviously we had to cut that out. We had to fix the frame. I did that on day number 3. So welded parts of the frame, right? Yeah, day number 4 I did some of that as well. Then day number 5 I started making the rear part of the rear fender, right? And I used I showed that you had to use a strip, to match that counter, that curve, and I just point welded it. Day numbers. What else did I do? So I guess I'll show you around what I've done so far. Yeah, and then after I did the fenders, I cut it out. I cut out the excess material. And of course, I took a grinder to it to make it fairly smooth. And then, yeah, and then I still have to take a sandpaper and a finer grit grinding disc to it. That way, it's nice and very smooth. I'll show it to you in just a second. And then, of course, I did the fender, not the fender, sorry, the rear part of the car there. I'll show you in just a second. Like I said, I apologize. Hopefully, it looks like I'm finally getting the hang of it. But I'm faced with a dilemma. The quality is low. The videos upload fairly fast. But if the quality is high, as with this camera I'm using right now, it literally takes 24 hours to download a half an hour video. Okay, so anyways, I guess I didn't show you. I bought a 4x8 piece of sheet metal. It's fairly cheap, around 50 to 70 bucks. I bought a 22 gauge, which is fairly thick. But as I said in the previous video, the car was made from like 18 or 16 gauge sheet metal, which is extremely thick. I got a little piece of it there on the pile there, and I literally couldn't bend it with my hands. And I'm a fairly strong guy. But anyways, so, oh yeah, another day. So here's the back. I welded these parts of the frame here and here. This side, I already welded it all the way there. Alright, so this side is complete. We'll just need to attach the spring here, and it looks like it's going to be to the side. So I have to build like a little bracket to the side, make some holes here. I'm not really sure it's going to go, but I'm not going to worry about this now because I want the outside of the car to be good, right? Look nice. And I'll work to the towards the inside. Another thing I should mention, ideally you make to go as fast. If you want to go as fast as you can, you'll do like a production line. So you'll do all the cleaning, and then you'll do all the preparation, like removing the rust, like the parts of the sheet metal that are too fucked up, too rusted to be used. And then do all the welds, and then do all the Bondo fiberglass or salt or whatever you're going to do, and then do the paint. But the problem is, as you see, the rain just lightly caused some surface rust on the sheet metal. So if you're outside, you might want to do the sheet metal and then do the body work on it, so that the sheet metal doesn't get rusted. But I mean, this is fine. So I'm just going to do all the welds, and then just put a wire wheel on the grinder, and it'll come off, very easily. But yeah, it's just different options, right? Whatever you prefer. These aren't ideal circumstances. But so yeah, I did this part here, right, all the way there, and you can see That's pretty fucking good. You want to keep the amount of fiberglass Bondo to a minimum, right? You see, that's fairly good. It's actually very, very good. Okay, and then let's go over. Then I move to the other side. There it is there. I welded this piece, and I welded this piece here. All right, and then here, I was mentioning that I had to bend the sheet metal in 2 directions. So this part I had to bend it down this way, that way, and this side I had to bend it this way, that way, right? So 2 different directions. Now, if it's a fairly thin sheet metal, you might work, but with a curved amount of bending this size, what happened was the middle here got like crimped, squashed, big holes, and just wasn't able to bend it cleanly. So it's no problem. I just welded another little piece here on top, right, and it's pretty good. Okay, then later we'll have fiber Bondo here, fucking Bondo. I'd love to solder it, but I don't have the equipment. But I mean, this with there's just going to be a little bit of Bondo going on here, and that's normal. That's standard. It's going to be strong. It's not going to peel off. It's not going to crack. Right. I still have to weld a little piece here, from here to here. Right, and then I moved to this part here, and this here is going to be a little bit of a challenge because the width of this chamfer here, this has to be fairly thin because the chrome goes here. I might just change and put my chrome, which is heavy duty stuff. The original chrome is I believe aluminum. It's fairly flexible, shitty stuff. I don't know. I think there's a video. Hang on, I'll show you. My chrome, my custom-made chrome, made with literally half an inch sheet, half an inch of steel with sorry. It's made with half an inch steel and then a 20 gauge sheet metal on top. Sheet metal, stainless steel. Right, so stainless steel looks just as good as chrome, and it's much more durable because it's solid and you can repolish it. Whereas chrome peels off over time, and if you get a crack, then the rust starts getting underneath, and it's just so stainless steel is definitely better and cheaper. I'll just show you here what I've done. It was for the DeSoto. This is what real chrome is. Okay, so you see it was a pipe. I cut it in half lengthwise so that there's 2 halves of the pipe in the shape of a C, like that. Then I bent and welded stainless steel on top of it. You see, it looks like chrome. And guys, this thing takes a beating. It's unbendable. To bend this, you'd have to run a car or a tractor on it. Right? This is solid. I don't know if I can show you guys here. You can't bend it. Alright, and you see that the original chrome, which is aluminum, shitty aluminum, which is like this here. See, that's flexible as hell. It's fucking jelly, right? I don't like that shit. So maybe I'll just leave it as it is. This car. Hopefully I can sell it, right? That's my intention, selling this car and the DeSoto here. But maybe I'll leave the original one. Maybe I'll make another one. But I guess that's pretty much it. Anything else? Oh yeah, and then here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out here, right here, And then I'll use a what's it called? I'll use a little tool that chamfers the sheet metal so that I can just put a piece of sheet metal here. Thing is, I could just weld it on top of here, but it's going to be a little bit higher, and I like to use that little tool. I'll show you in what I'm talking about in the next video. Okay, so I guess that's it for now.